Welcome to the Dollar Bill Show, episode 49. Okay, I saw where Elon Musk, he opened up a Tesla diner, and it is
vampire energy.
Basically what you expect. It's I saw there's a robot and a popcorn machine. And of course, it looks exactly like a train car in Bangkok that sells ribs. If he has a vending machine for barbiturates, that would make perfect sense.
Tung, sir her.
Malcolm-Jamal Warner died the other day, and you see this, man. I mean, he was in Costa Rica, and it sounded like he got caught in a riptide. I've had that happen before. It's scary as fuck. The last time I was down around Miami, that happened to me, and I thought I was going to die. And before you know it, you're fucking quarter mile the other way and out to sea almost. And luckily, somehow, I'm a strong swimmer. I outswam that riptide and got my feet on the ground. But this is a fucking tragedy, man. That sucks, dude, to lose your life at that in your 50s like that. That's absolutely horrible. So this just goes to show you the ocean is no joke. And you go to these places, man, and I don't know if there's obviously a lifeguard there on hand or whatever. That's a remote place, Costa Rica. I know some girls that they used to go over there. No, never mind. That was Guam and dance. But anyway, you got to be careful, man. I know that everything you see on the internet is dudes jumping off of these 100 fucking foot cliffs, and now it's not enough. They got to be doing all kinds of tricks and shit while they do it and all of this stuff. And like, man, don't let these people talk you into this shit. It's just like those guys that went down, those billionaires that went down in that submarine. That's ridiculous, man. Don't let them talk you into this shit. Well, I can remember when I was a kid, my grandmother, she won a trip to the Bahamas. So we went over there, and, you know, these people, they just want it. They ain't got nothing, man. It was very poor where we were at in that area. And like, and you go out, and my cousin wanted to go parasailing. So she did that. And like, I didn't trust that shit at all. I wasn't doing that at all, man. I'm not doing that shit because I seen what it looked like. It's like that shit could break. You see all of these tragedies of people doing that. You catch a gust of wind and you're fucking 300 feet up in the air. But anyway, he's dead, and this sucks. And Malcolm-Jamal Warner was most famous for the Cosby Show, and his character honestly got on my nerves on that show. It was just like he was so perfect. You know what I'm saying? He was just the perfect son, and it's like I was nothing like that, man. When I was 6 years old, the cable man would pull up, and my dad would say, "Go in there and see what he's got in the back of that." So that was like the way I was raised, and to see him like that, and it was like he just like was ran by his sisters. And I really liked Denise Huxtable, which was of course played by Lisa Bonet, and it seems like she always had a boyfriend or a husband, and it just seems like she was kind of sexualized, which makes sense because this is the Cosby Show, and we know his history. But not to get off topic, let's talk about Bill Cosby for a minute. When I was a kid, Bill Cosby's stand-up special was the greatest performance that I have ever seen. And the one that was an HBO special. And if you haven't seen it, you should give him a chance and watch it. It really is the greatest, like, basically clean comedy special. And He does give you a little clue of what's going on with him in there, though. He starts talking about some kind of potion that you give chicks or something, and it gets them horny and lets you in their pants. So, but besides that, his comedy was, I mean, he was incredible. I loved all of those guys, Eddie Murphy and all of that. But to me, his back then, that one from the 80s, that was the best special that there is. And it was brilliant. And I know that, you know, what he did was absolutely fucking horrible. And, but part of being a Christian is forgiving people and then hope that they do right. And we villainize, when we make a villain in this society, we have to make a full villain out of somebody. And, you know, with most people, it's not really like that. And they say that when Martin Luther King gave his I Have a Dream speech, that Bill Cosby, he made it happen. He paid for the PA system and was the one that, the reason it got recorded and broadcast to an audience. And that is commendable. And you know, when I was a kid, I was really villainized too, man. Like, I have been my whole life pretty much. But I know that a lot of, you know, a lot of people experience racism and stuff like that. And when I played sports and stuff, I was often one of the only white kids or the only white kid. And I can remember when I played football, I weighed like 100 pounds, man, and we had dudes on our team that were fucking full-grown men. And I'm talking about, we had athletes in Dunbar, dude. Like, no other team even scored a fucking point on us and shit. And like every other play, like our quarterback would kick it off, and we had this dude that was like fucking Michael Vick, dude. And he'd kick it off to him, and he could throw that shit 65, 70 yards. And like in practice and stuff, they fucked me up, dude. It was like 400 years of slavery getting fucking taken out on me. And they fucked me up. I mean, I was black and blue from head to toe, man. I'm not shitting you. And it was not easy, man. From the time I was little until fucking high school, I remember them chasing me all through town and shit like that. But we still grew up together, and we were still friends. Some of my people that I think of, I may not have seen some of them in a long time, best friends to this day. And it was not easy. And in my hometown is the smallest black college in America. And that's where I went to school. Because that's what you do where I'm from, especially if you don't have a lot of money or are the greatest student. They'll give you a chance. They accepted you. And I'm damn proud of that. So we need to do better, man. We got to do better. You see what's going on around the world. These are our politicians and our tax dollars that are killing these kids in Palestine and are shipping these mothers away from their children here in America, and we're making deals, and I just seen today where the president freed some guy that committed horrible murders, and now he's walking free in Texas, and I don't know the details of that, because obviously being a person who has been in jails and institutions, I definitely believe in second chances. But we need to do better. We need to do better at treating the people that are trying better. Because there's no good reason that the people that pick our food should be scared right now that they're going to get locked up in El Salvador or wherever, and that's just not right. And then you see like all of these governments murdering innocent children. That's where I draw the line and have to say something about it. Peace and love. Do what you can, don't do what you're told.